By the time this posts, sometime tomorrow, most people will have called it quits on 2015 and be looking forward to 2016. So I wanted to spend just a few minutes in this last video that will be released this year talking about what can make the difference in 2016. There's just one thing that we see over and over and over again that makes a very big difference for our clients. This one thing improves the business 100% of the time without fail. This one thing improves the business 100% of the time without fail. It's setting goals. It's not rocket science. There's this thing that happens in your brain. You have two modes that you can be in, and you can only be in one at a time. You have an execution mode and you have a planning mode. When you're in execution mode, you're just getting the work done. It's what allows you to be very, very productive. But you can only be productive in execution mode if you've thought ahead of time about what it is that you're supposed to do and where it's best to spend your time. When we work with clients on time management, when we work with clients on productivity and effectiveness, we're talking a lot about moving between those two modes of planning and execution, spending a little bit of time in planning to make sure that our execution is much more effective. When we talk about setting goals, you're just talking about entering that planning mode, but doing it on a broader scope where you're talking about the plans for the next year. What do I want to do for the next year? And the switch that gets flipped in your brain when you have to start thinking prospectively about what I want to happen is completely different than getting buried in the nuts and bolts and the details of what you have to do on a day in, day out basis to keep your job functioning, to keep your company functioning, to keep cash in the bank account, that kind of stuff. If there's one thing that you can do for 2016, it's this. And this is a little bit different goal setting technique. I'm not just going to tell you, write down 3 goals or write down 5 goals. You do need to write this stuff down. But what I want you to do first, before you do any goal setting, I want you to pretend that you're writing to a friend who has been out of the country for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and they're getting ready to come back, and your letter is to them anticipating their arrival back here, and you're bringing them up to speed on everything that's happened while they've been gone. Not just with your business, but with your family, with your personal life, with your friendships, with your social life. That exercise might show you a lot about what you want to accomplish in 2016. I'll see you guys next year.